Welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Monday, April 28th, 2021. Happy full moon. Make sure you're sending out your manifestations to the universe. I feel like this really reflects with the full moon. We're talking about the full moon forecast because we have the Hermit, and it's like you're missing Spirit's cues. They're sending you signs, messages, and you're just it's kind of going over your head, or you're just like, and you don't forget to write it down, and you're not listening to Spirit. So I feel like Spirit is saying, pay more attention. We're sending you information. We have the Sun. So they're talking about this brilliant time that is ahead. They spoke of this, that we're going to start going on to this really positive cycle, which, I feel like the whole earth needs right now, very desperately. Be cautious. They're saying Sagittarius. Funny enough, we talked about this in the full moon, but it was a more positive cue. But I feel like very Gaston, arrogant, from Beauty and the Beast from Disney's animated movie, very arrogant, full of himself, like, oh, well, of course, why wouldn't she go for me? I've got the looks, I've got the smolder, I've got everything, very, Ichabod Crane, Shallow Hal, the gentleman that was trying to win the heart of the rich man's daughter, and it's just, again, bullying this intellect because he's less than in his eyes. So it's just like, don't put all your eggs into this basket, I feel like you may end up having two people swooning after your heart, and I feel like this is Spirit saying, remember all the things you want in a partner. Just don't let the looks and, maybe because this horse is all blinged out, maybe he might have a nice car. Don't let that get you. But I feel like you're wiser than this. But, for, some of you that did not learn that lesson yet, learn to value yourself, what you want to bring into your life, Fancy cars and all that don't mean anything. I remember this gentleman walked up to me when I was at my job and he said, half the time these guys rent their cars. He's like, don't let that, fool you. And I'm like, no, I know I know exactly where it's coming from. He's like, okay, I'm just warning you. So the Hermit in reverse. So they're archetype of the sage. Hiding from our outer world, social anxiety, sticking to one's head in the sand. So I feel like this is like you chasing your tail. You're sitting there and saying, I am X, Y, and Z. And everyone's like, okay, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We got you. But it's just like, you're not listening. You're just chasing your tail. Everyone's trying to tell, or this is someone cheating on you, or that you're in something that's not good for you. You remember like the devil telling you to cut something out of your life, and you're not listening. And you're just constantly chasing your tail, but you're always crying, that you're stuck chasing your tail. And it's like, until you pull your head out of the sand, only then will you see this. Or like, we're so blinded with love is what they're saying, that we don't see what everyone else is talking about. And then it smacks us right in the face. Sticking one's hand in the sand, the ability to express oneself in the outer world, losing our grip on reality, thinking you are a master of nothing left to learn. Spiritual nobling. I feel like this is losing your grip on reality. I feel like it's an emotional roller coaster. You're making things bigger than they actually are in your head. You sit there and it's like it's so easy for you to slip back into those dark energies, and it's like, I get it. It's not especially if you're going through really crazy anxiety, and you're not sleeping, it's really easy to slide back. But you got to sit there and stop yourself when you catch yourself. It's a hard lesson to learn, and there's some days I still catch myself doing it, but immediately, you know what? You have a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on your table. Remove your tongue from the top of the roof of your mouth. Take a deep breath in and release. Sit there and realize, you know what? Whatever you're worrying about doesn't matter. Did we get enough sleep? It's doing a mental check-in. We're grounding ourselves in that moment. Smarten up. What's going on here? It's kind of like slapping yourself in the face. Snap out of it. Like, let's ground ourselves. Is this really important right now? So we have the Sun. So they're saying is a sign of Creator. Expansion, renewal, growth, brilliance and beauty, pregnancy, the unfolding of the heart's desire, pleasure, productivity, recognition of achievement. And, Spirit had talked about this in the full moon, that, you may feel like, what's the freaking point of doing things anymore, It's like, it's such a waste of time. Like, you're not getting any recognition for it. It's not even recognition. It's just like maybe falling on deaf ears. And so it's just like, you know, what's the point? You know, I'm just wasting my energy. And I feel like Spirit is saying no. Like, you know, even if you help one person today, at least you help one person today. So again, the Knight of Wands, warning you about some of the kind of rushes in your life. And, you know, want your attention, but only when it benefits them. And then as quickly as they rush in, they rush out. Easily agitated, open to manipulation, a seductive and dangerous lover, burned by romance, on the next adventure, challenges of restlessness, the ability to stay put. So it's just like, you know what I mean? You sit there and you're like, you put all your eggs in this basket thinking that this is committed love, and it's not. They're just there for the time being. So from the Moonology, I felt strong to pull from this. We are in a full pink moon. Emotions are running high. And they definitely highlighted this from AstroSeek, saying that this full moon is going to be emotional. And do remember, in 30 days, May 28th, we'll be in Mercury retrograde. Prosperity lies ahead. So I feel like with the new moon, prosperity lies ahead. I know it says new moon in Taurus, but I feel like the new moon will ground you. I feel like, you know, the new moon that's coming up, I think the 14th. So the half moon, holding your vision, like keeping true to your heart. And I feel like it's that balance of light and shadow. You know what I mean? And then again on the new moon, a new romance cycle begins. New moon in Libra, things start to balance out. We did highlight that with the full moon forecast, where there was this person that was a hard worker, works with their hands. It looked like construction. I see 2x4s in the pickup truck, but it's like either the owner's son or somewhere around there. Like, he works really hard. You may not have much money in the bank, but I feel like you're happy. Like, everything that matters on this earth, that happiness is there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you don't have a yacht and you're not going on trips every weekend and done X, Y, and Z, but it's like at the end of the day, does that really matter? You know, not to throw them under the bus, but they're showing, like, you know, A-Rod and Jennifer Lopez, you know, they have everything their heart's desires. And still, he couldn't, you know, stop himself from looking elsewhere. You know, she's seen as one of the most beautiful women, but he's kind of like the Knight of Wands. Does he really stay put? You know, some men are just, why have one when you can have them all? You know? So, it's just, you know, that mentality. It's like, we can't take all of this to the grave with us. You know, be appreciative of what you have in your life, you know, with the sun. And I feel like that's where Creator steps in. It's like, ground yourself in nature. Remember what's important. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Monday, April 28th, 2021. May the universe bless you good. Say your manifestations out to the universe. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card. Bye.